What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over Euro AUD. Now, I'm actually going to delete a lot of this stuff because, as you can see here, we ended up hitting our stop loss. But before we get started, I want you guys to do one thing, and that's just like this video. Not only does it support us, but it really does give others an opportunity to see these videos, make some money along the way, and at least get educated at the very minimum. So do us, everyone else a favor, like these videos, and we can get straight into it. So on the monthly, we saw that we broke past this trend line and this area of structure. So because of that, let's go back to this monthly time frame. It's a little bit challenging because we don't necessarily have the weekly or yearly time frames, but actually we do. No, we don't. So this is a little bit different, but what we can do is start looking at this leg as a whole and see where we would be lining up. So you can see that this leg as a whole was lining up with this 61%. So that's why I was giving us a lot of confluence for this particular area of structure. However, we saw that we're breaking through and that we're going to, on the weekly time frame, start testing it as resistance. Assuming that we start testing it as resistance. It's likely, though, because we already broke through. So what we're going to be looking for now are some shorting opportunities in the meantime. So let's delete some of these because it's not relevant at the moment. And what we're going to do is spray and pray with our lines. Remember, we're just trying to find lines that are peaks and valleys for the chart. And what we're going to be doing is using these peaks and valleys in confluence with these fibs so that we can figure out what lines have higher significance than others. And remember, these lines are pulled from the monthly support and structural levels. So right here, what we're going to be doing is looking at areas that overlap a little bit more. So for example, this area is overlapping a little bit more. This area is overlapping a little bit more. And then this area was overlapping a little bit more. So these are going to be some significant, potentially significant areas for us. And let's see what we're going to find and discover at the moment. So remember, if we're wanting to find information on the current leg, we need information on the previous leg. So this one is saying that we're actually exhausting out right here. So we could be finding some support and then making another move upward. Now, if we look down, we do have a lot of momentum to come down still. So there's still a possibility for us to go down. However, we do see that we did have an all-time high. So we're pretty much in the middle of the previous high and the previous low, all-time high, previous all-time low. So honestly, it can go in either direction. The only way we're really going to be able to find out is through price action and understanding how to read candles. So basically, if we do end up closing this area out, as you can see, we made a push upward, testing this area as resistance as well already. Therefore, it's likely for us to start seeing this area, this zone right here, as a resistance zone. So let's start deleting some things. And let's put together a short. Let's go back to the monthly real quick, find a target for us. So this might be a good target entry. So we want to give it some breathing room. You have two opportunities here. You can actually do this, give it some breathing room, or you can actually come down a little bit and have a tight stop. Now this one's going to be a little bit better, especially because we might see some resistance coming along here. So you know what? For our short-term traders, let's do this. For our long-term traders, let's go down towards this level right here. So we're going to do entry, and this is actually going to be structure. Plus, it's also the 61 fib of the monthly leg and the 127 extension of the monthly leg. So that's a lot of confluence for us to get on this trade. And if we do on the 4 hour and daily start treating this area as resistance, then it's likely for us to fall down at least the minimum, capturing this first 1 to 3.8 risk reward ratio, all the way up to this 1 to 2.0 risk reward ratio. If you put it in, you can determine whether or not you want to have a lot of risk, sorry, a lot of room for your stop loss or a little room for your stop loss. So it's your discretion. You could set it up both ways. This one for me specifically, I think I'm just going to be shooting for this TP1 right here. So we'll actually do that. TP1. This will just be structure. And then we could do our TP2, which is over here. Cool. So this is Euro AUD, guys. We broke through this trend line. We're starting to test previous support as resistance. So it's starting to look like we're getting ready for some shorting action. That being said, this is Euro AD. Be safe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.